Hey, good morning, and thanks for coming back to the channel. I'm sitting here in my urban assault vehicle, uh, drinking my coffee, watching the sun come up. And there's been a few days now since Friday when Judge Benitez, or Saint Benitez, out of the Southern Federal Southern District of California in the Ninth Circuit, made his final ruling on the magazine ban. Killed it. Put a stake in its heart. 71 pages. Um, the the way he wrote and attacked the state's arguments made the state look stupid. It makes Bonta, who is the attorney general of the state, look stupid, and it makes um, the governor of California, Newsom, look stupid. And the reaction of both of those people after this judge's decision was like children. Uh, you know, uh, Powerful people saying, being checked, powerful people being checked by the court when they don't like that. And it's clear that the anti-gun movement is on real shaky ground in California. Because the magazine ban, I mean, the short story, the short version of the 71 pages is Judge Benitez said, California, you are out of your mind. You have weak arguments. There is nothing that none of your arguments hold, and therefore I'm gonna strike it down. But he stayed his own ruling, means that it doesn't go into effect until October 2nd, or 10 days. And he did that so that the state could, which they did on Friday night, file an appeal request to the Ninth Circuit. Now, there's two things they're going to ask for with the Ninth Circuit, and that is they're going to ask for the uh, judge's order to be enjoined or stayed, right, further. And then they're going to ask for it to be reviewed by the Ninth Circuit itself, saying that Judge Benitez, got it wrong. He got it wrong. And that's the argument. What do you mean? I'm the governor of California, and what I say is right. I'm the attorney general of California, and what I say is right. And who are you, just a little judge, to tell me that I'm wrong? That's the attitude that's coming out of both the attorney general and the governor's office. Now, the Ninth Circuit judges, based on the Bruin decision and based on the arguments in Judge Benitez, I mean, he just laid it out. There's only two things I see happening, right? The Ninth Circuit refuses to take the case from the state, in which case the magazine ban is dead for the Ninth Circuit. Or they take the case and then they affirm, which is what happened before. They affirm Judge Benitez with a 3-judge panel, and the state won't like that. And they say, well, we want en banc, we want all 11 judges in the Ninth Circuit to rule. And while it's mathematically possible, I think it highly improbable that the en banc panel will overturn Judge Benitez. Now, the Ninth Circuit can not grant en banc. They don't have to. In which case, the order stands, right? It is such a power. The Judge Benitez did such a powerful job that we're let's say that the en banc panel overturns the judge like they did before. This was before Bruin, by the way. And let's say that happens, right? Where's it going to go next? Right to the Supreme Court. Now, the anti-gun people in the country, and this includes that new stupid group that President Biden just created with Kamala Harris trying to run it. Good luck with that. That's going to go to the Supreme Court. And anything, and the Supreme Court will affirm that magazine ban is unconstitutional. So that kills off magazine bans for both rifles and pistols in the country. Boom, dead in the water. So the anti-gun people do not want this case to exit the Ninth Circuit. They do not want it to exit the Ninth Circuit because they're trying to do death of a thousand cuts. They're trying to argue in all of the circuits to keep this thing from going to the Supreme Court. So my bet is that the magazine ban in California is dead, right? That means that Washington, the state of Washington, the state of Oregon that has magazine bans in their law, done. And it's going to piss off the anti-gun people, right? Because they're trying to use the argument that, well, it's designed to kill a bunch of people. And the judge, as well as Bruin, says that is irrelevant. That is irrelevant. Balancing what bad people do against a constitutional right is irrelevant. You can't do that. So they're going to try. They're already trying to characterize Judge Benitez as a right-wing zealot. They're trying to go after his character. Benitez doesn't care. He's a federal judge. He's got his job for life. Good job, man. Next in queue is the assault weapons ban. Oh man, I can just see it now. I can see it now. The assault weapons ban. The assault weapons ban is, oh man. Newsom is a dead man walking as far as trying to run for president because the only thing he has going for him was to run on the anti-gun thing. And maybe he'll replace Kamala Harris under Biden or something. I don't know. But as far as him having any cred, using anti-gun stuff, dead in the water. So what people are going to have to start doing, what the anti-gun people are starting to do, or going to try to do, is continue to come up with crazy stuff to get in the way. But the main thing is coming at us in the Second Amendment community with what you cannot have. What you cannot have. So the next, as I said in the previous video, the next real battle is going to be the sensitive place where you can and cannot carry in public. That's the next war. And this crazy governor in New Mexico got out in front of her skis and made that argument untenable, because the sensitive place argument is now going to go in front of the courts, multiple courts, and those are going to be struck down. They will be defined as where you can and cannot do that. My personal bet, is that public means public, right? Public owned or in public, right? Not private property. And anywhere in public that is owned by public cannot be made as sensitive place. So we'll see. we'll see where it goes. But it is good news. Uh, don't go and buy any if you're in California or in your night circuit. Don't go buying any magazines just yet because it's not Freedom Week like last time. Uh, and it might take a few months for it to work its way up. But sometime before before the election, we're gonna we're gonna be free in the Ninth Circuit and not have magazine bans in the Ninth Circuit, and probably will not have so-called assault weapon bans either. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it this Sunday morning. I hope you all are having a good one. If you like the content, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment below to the degree that you want to. I'd like to know your thoughts too. And as I always say, wherever you can, whenever you can, however you can, carry on.